So recently I made a post on YouTube where I asked if I should compare the Redmi 13C and the Infinix Smart 8. I got a lot of yes. Now when it comes to comparing two phones, I usually use 5 metrics. So if you want to know which of these two phones gives you better value for your money, stay with me. Now, the very first metrics will be design and build quality. And honestly, in this aspect, there isn't really so much that separates these two phones. That's because when it comes to design, they look really alike. And even when it comes to build quality, they are still the same because both phones have the rear and sides made from recycled plastic. So honestly, when you look at these two phones, it's really hard to know which design and build quality is better. So I will be giving this as a tie. Now the second metric has to be the display. And that's because that is one aspect of our phones we get to interact with every single day. But just like the design and build quality, these two phones have similar displays. They both sport an IPS LCD display with a 720 pixel resolution, a 90 Hz refresh rate, and about 500 to 600 nits of peak brightness. So that means you practically have the same experience viewing video content or interacting with the screens of these two phones. But what makes the Redmi 13C slightly better than the Infinix Smart 8 is the fact that as a regular user who is always putting your phone in your pocket and taking it out, you will need the Corning Gorilla Glass protection that comes with the Redmi 13C. We don't have that in the Infinix Smart 8. So because of just that very useful factor, I will definitely be giving the display to the Redmi 13C as the winner. Do you agree with me? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now let's go to the third metrics, and that is processing power. Right here, I feel we're going to have a little bit of argument because we're talking about the MediaTek Helio G85 versus the Unisoc T606 processor. Now why I said there will be a little argument is the fact that I've seen some other YouTubers who try to say these two processors are equal, but the fact is that they are not entirely correct. Now why would I say so? Firstly, when you look at the nano review comparison of these two chipsets, when it comes to CPU and battery performance, they are a bit equal. But when you look at gaming performance, you can see that the MediaTek Helio G85 is way better than the Unisoc T606 processor. Now the second reason is when you look at the Geekbench score for both processors, you will see that the Redmi 13C has a higher single core score, while the Infinix Smart 8 has a higher multi-core score. But the fact is, if you're going to put a phone with a MediaTek Helio G85 and a Unisoc T606 processor, anybody who knows about these chipsets and how they operate would definitely pick the Helio G85 over the Unisoc T606. Now, when it comes to value, another very good metric I use to know, mostly when I'm recommending phones to people, is software update. Now, the reason is because software update does a lot of good for your phone. Firstly, it helps to optimize it. Secondly, it helps to provide you with security updates. And thirdly, it comes up with new features that helps you to just keep liking your phone, yeah? And honestly, on this table, the Infinix Smart 8 stands no chance. And that's because Infinix usually do not tell how many years of software updates their device will be supporting. However, for the Redmi 13C, there's a higher probability it may be getting Android 14. So really, if you're thinking which of these two phones to buy and you intend to use them for a long time, the Redmi 13C is definitely a better option. Now, at this point, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel because I'm actually aiming for 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. And let's go to the last one, which for me is the big one, and that is cameras. Now it's big because we are actually comparing a 50 megapixel main camera in the Redmi 13C to the 13 megapixel main camera in the Infinix Smart 8. Now what I did was to go out and take lots of pictures with both phones, and as you can see right now, there is a whole big difference between the qualities of the pictures taken by the Redmi 13C and the Infinix Smart 8. And for videos, both phones can shoot at maximum 1080p at 30 frames per second. Tell me what you think about the quality of the video coming from the Redmi 13C and the Infinix Smart 8. And also, when it comes to dynamic range, how is it handling the sky at the back? Also, let me have your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about the video quality of both phones? Yeah, 1080p, 30 frames per second. Both phones have the same 8 megapixel front camera. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And also the sound.
Yeah, thank you.
So really, when you look at it, it's a no-brainer. The Redmi 13C is obviously a better device than the Infinix Smart 8. Now, however, there are other details about these two phones I didn't state in this video. So you want to click on any of these two videos to watch more details about the choice you finally decided to go with. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.